friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Renuka and today I'm doing some cards with the pattern papers and some stickers. I decided to do some kind of very simple cards here, and I'll use some sketches. I'm not sure that how much I'm using, and this is the flavor of the month June kit from Scrapping for Less, and you already seen many videos on my channel with this kit, and you can go ahead and see the unboxing that how much supply it came with. So yeah, this is not my kind of thing, but I decided to give it a try and see that how things gonna work. These pattern papers are really beautiful, and in this they got 4 collections, and the 2 collections are come with these papers. I mixed the 3 and 4th collection with the parrot collection, and then lots of these stickers and this stamp also. So obviously you can make the beautiful cards with this thing, and I'm gonna show that also. But for today on this video I'm planning to use these pattern papers, and you can see that those are really beautiful one, and this is you can tags and you can create lots of things with this. And now I'll just went ahead and see that how I want to do the thing. I really like this shape, and this came in the sticker pack, and I really like that it's having kind of world map to it, and it's really beautiful in a very subtle color. It's sorry, it's not a very kind of bright color. So I'm planning to put this on the sheep here and some of these north southwest sticker here, and planning to stamp this. So I'll make all the cards nothing fancy, it's quite a little bit simple. Sometimes I may use this image and images from this, and maybe I'll use some others, or just do whatever I feel at that time in my mind. So I'll speed up the process and you enjoy the things. So now I'm just choosing that card front for my card base, and then I'm decided to stamp that sentiment from Lawn Fonts Ohio stamp. And these papers are quite slick and slippery. It's kind of glossy to them, so I just decided to use my Misty, and I'm using the Hero Arts pigmenting. Although this is kind of dry, it's not dry very often quickly, so I should use the dryer for that. And now I'm just adding one pigmenting, and these are like just kind of give a little bit of vintage look to that map. You can go ahead and use a vintage photo or distressing if you don't have that pigmenting. And then I'm just putting this on the craft card base, and then I'll just fold it and trim the excess. Now at this moment you can fold it again and you can make a pocket for a gift card too, but at this moment I decided just I'll put this and make a simple card and then add those stickers. These are really nice and glossy and kind of shimmer to them. And then I'm making some path, and then use the black Sharpie pen for that, and then I'll jump to the next card. So I decided to use this big sticker, and for that I'm choosing the paper. Now when you are choosing the paper, now you can see that thing is quite happening there, means kind of bold one. So I just want to make it little bit subtle, so I use the small print there for the circle. And now for these parrots and these gonna see a lot in the square, so I'm choosing this. So pattern paper, if you are choosing the pattern paper, then this print of that pattern paper, pattern of that pattern paper really matters, that how it gonna look on the paper. If the bigger the print, the bigger the kind of area you should use that. And if the print are smaller in a scale, then you can use them like in a smaller shapes on your card. I hope that makes sense. And then I'll just decided to add more ink all around the edges. Not decided to using any kind of dies, merch die, that's stitch rectangle dies. Just want to add the panel and just eyeballing everything. I'm cutting the things and saying that how they're gonna look nice together. Now there is one small circle there and one flat kind of tag there, so I just decided to
cut these from these bales, and then I'll again add the ink. Now if you want to add more to your card, you can matte all this with the black or the dark blue color, and that gonna match perfectly nice. If you want to pop everything out, you can use the fun foam or foam tape to do that. Sometimes I pop them, sometimes I don't, but I just want to mention it. Now this is the quite simple card, nothing fancy. I'm kind of putting those images as a reference which I showed you before, which came in a kit of Scrapping for Less, my monthly flavor of the month kit. And these are lots of stickers. Normally I didn't buy stickers, and I have lots of stickers with me, but I want to use them for a scrapbook or something like that. But so I just decided to show the how I use the pattern paper in this. If you don't have the stickers, you can use the images like a focal images. You can stamp a ship, and there you can use the pattern papers with it and make the similar kind of card. Now decided to add more sentiment here on a black, so using white pigment ink. You can white emboss the sentiment here. That gonna look also nice. Sometimes I just become lazy and use the pigment ink, and yeah, that's also look nice. And then I'm just kind of trimming everything off from that scrap of paper, and then I'll put everything there, so just for making it a little bit sleek. And I'll add that pirate paper behind it. When you see that the things like this, the small details make sense, and it goes really nice with the things. So just make sure that use all the collection in your pattern paper so it kind of match with all the things. Now I'm just creating a big card here and with this sketch, and this is the 5.5 by 5.5 card base. It is already, I bought them from Michaels, and decided to use this pattern paper which is having the kind of map of there, and you can create some kind of card by just stamping your images. It called a reference. Now I'll cut out some circles from the pattern paper, and these are from Sizzix. Now I really like that Infinity Hero Arts Infinity circle dies, and the square dies, because they have lots of options. I bought this Sizzix long while ago, maybe 4-5 years ago, so I have them, but maybe if I get a chance I'll definitely grab them, because sometimes for the matting you need just little bit of that extra thing for black or white, and I didn't get that this in Sizzix, because you can get that, then you have to like big and small, the combination of that. So yeah, Hero Arts Infinity dies are really nice option for this. Now just inking all the things so it's look kind of vintage, and putting this paper there, cause there is nothing to there is no room to write, there is no white paper there, so just decided that I didn't found my distress tool at this moment, so I'm using my hands and just cutting some of these papers to get this distress look. But you can went ahead and use that, or you don't have to, then you can use the scissors and just scrape off some of paper with your hand, then adding more and more ink all over, and just same time cleaning my mat, because this pigmenting has a tendency to leave behind the spots, and then adding the big sticker with that smart cute girl, and having binocular in her hand, and then add little bit of Eco Success powder, embossing powder, just to get off the stickiness of that, and then add the sentiment that happy birthday. So happy birthday is kind of sentiment you can put anywhere, and it can go really nicely. So that is the another thing, my simple tip to that. And then I saw that I want to emboss it, and I saw that, oh, it's not gonna kind of look nice there, cause I already put lots of inks there, and that distress ink and other inks are not dried properly, so they're catching the powder. So I just stamped the whole thing on the another paper, the same matching paper, and then I'll hit emboss that, and then I'll put the sentiment top on the same place. So yeah, this kind of things happen with me, and just want to share those, cause maybe it's happened with you also, so how you can fix the little mistakes or some kind of little things. and then again I adding the color so it kind of matching the whole thing. Now this is the sketch I want to show you, and now I will just stamp everything like oh hi you might, oh happy birthday. So yeah, and I'm just kind of putting the black ink here, kind of matching everything, and now you have the room to put your sentiment behind that girl and not that white panel. Now you are a treasure. Yeah, I'm just making another card and I'm stamping the things. This is the simple dotted embossed cards. I don't, these are from recollections I think, yeah. And then I'm kind of putting the everything else, and most of the times when I have the scrap of pieces, first of all that I want to use them and see that the how they're gonna look on the card. And cause it happens that when you cut out your paper, the 6 and 6 by paper, and then you want to create a big one rectangle for A2 kites base, it is not enough paper to cut the rectangles. So most of the times when I have pattern paper, I cut out the rectangle first, whichever I like for a background, and then I use the remaining scrap paper. Or sometimes I go with these things, like first of all I use the small pieces and then went for the bigger piece, because in 6 by 6 pattern paper you're gonna get only one full size rectangle for your card base. I hope that makes sense. And now I'm just adding more stickers, that glittery stickers, and using the image for that reference and spot sugar pie. So I hope you like this small and easy weasy card projects. You can follow me on Facebook and Pinterest and Instagram too. If you like it, do subscribe to my channel. You can watch the previous videos from the same series, and if you want to see something else or if you want to see more projects like this, leave in a comment. I'll try to show you them. And until the next crafty project, have a crafty life. Bye bye.